Hey Breezy, how are you? What you think about all this Dog the Bounty Hunter and new leads and all that? What you think about it? Hey everybody. Give it a couple more seconds, Breezy, for some more people to come in. And I'm going to play something. I'm going to play a video real quick. Oh, I hope everyone's having a great night. Wonderful night here. I'm enjoying it. I was over in Kim and Crafton's for a little bit, hanging out with them and their subs, and now I thought I would do a quick live before bedtime. Hey Charlene, how are you? Y'all, if y'all can, share this out on your social media platforms. Um, where are you from, Charlene, if you don't mind me asking? Born and raised. Oh, okay, you're in Florida now, born and raised in Pennsylvania. Oh, okay. All right. Well, guys, we'll go ahead and get started. I was just looking at Twitter to see if there were any updates. And of course, you're seeing all these things about Dog the Bounty Hunter has this new quote unquote lead. And Brian Eaton, there's a video on there. I have not listened to it all because I was in Crafton's group when I saw it. But I thought I would just jump on and we would listen to it together. Where Brian Eaton is talking to Dog the Bounty Hunter about this new lead. And I wanted to get, to play it, and I wanted to get your opinions on what you thought it means for the case. So let me get it pulled up here. and we will watch it together. Let me get my, well, I want to make sure that my channel's pulled up on my page so that I can I can see the chat. I can. Yep, there we go. All right, guys, I got it pulled up. Just a second. Let me share it.
Hold on 1 second, Tom. Luis. Luis. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. So I'm just going to record this. So what did you guys discover? What's the deal with the campground?
So we discovered that on the early September, the mother and father had registered to stay at a campground, and you got the name from the 1st to the 3rd. And they stayed in campground number 1. Then on the 6th through the 8th of September, they registered again to stay at the campground, and this time they stayed in space 15. When they came in, at least on the 6th, there were three people in the vehicle, which was the truck, at the dad's house. And you have to fill out a piece of paper, and whoever filled it out said Brian, his mom, and his dad, right? So when they saw the truck leave on the 8th, there was only 2 people in it, not 3. This place is, how many acres, honey, is it? Hundreds of acre place that has got small islands all the way around it. So in a canoe or a, what's it called that he could have stolen? Any kind of little boat. What is it called? The little boat? The canoe. No, something else. It's for the ocean.
You think he could be out on one of those islands?
Yes.
And do you have surveillance video? Have you seen video of him going into the campground?
No, but I've got information that they got it. This is for sure. I wouldn't bust this loose without it being for sure.
And did you tell the FBI?
Well, who do I call? They're off. The authorities. The FBI's off at 5. They don't work on weekends. Who do I call?
So you called the authorities, though. You called police.
Yes, I called some of my friends. Yeah, that we met by the dad. But yes, this is for sure good. Absolutely positive. They checked in there. They left, and he didn't leave with them. There's a huge possibility that yes, he could be there. And there's also a possibility that he was there and left. But for one thing, for absolutely sure, he was there in September. For positive.
Okay, guys, what do y'all think? For some of y'all that came in a little bit late, do y'all want to watch it again before I take off the screen share? I don't mind. Hey, Mr. Jen, just let me know what y'all want to do. We can watch it again if you want to. Hey, Ginger, how are you? Okay, we'll watch it again, guys, okay? Because there were some people that came in a little late. All right, let me get back over to
Hold on 1 second, dog. Luis.
Sure.
Luis. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. So I'm just going to record this. So what did you guys discover at what's the deal with the campground?
So we discovered that on the early September, the mother and father had registered to stay at a campground, and you got the name from the 1st to the 3rd. And they stayed in campground number 1. Then on the 6th through the 8th of September, they registered again to stay at the campground, and this time they stayed in space 15. When they came in, at least on the 6th, there were three people in the vehicle, which was the truck, at the dad's house, and you have to fill out a piece of paper, and whoever filled it out said Brian, his mom, and his dad, right? So when they saw the truck leave on the 8th, there was only 2 people in it, not 3. This place is, how many acres, honey, is it? Hundreds of acre place that has got small islands all the way around it. So in a canoe or a, what's it called that he could have stolen? Any kind of little boat. What is it called? The little boat? The canoe. No, something else. This is for the ocean.
You think he could be out on one of those islands?
Yes.
And do you have surveillance video? Have you seen video of him going into the campground?
No, but I've got information that they got it. This is for sure. I wouldn't bust this loose without it being for sure.
And did you tell the FBI?
Well, who do I call? They're off. The authorities. The FBI's off at 5. They don't work on weekends. Who do I call?
So you called the authorities, though. You called police.
Yes, I called some of my friends. Yeah, that we met by the dad. But yes, this is for sure good. Absolutely positive. They checked in there. They left, and he didn't leave with them. There's a huge possibility that yes, he could be there. And there's also a possibility that he was there and left. But for one thing, for absolutely sure, he was there in September. For positive.
Okay, guys, what do y'all think? Charlene, they may have camped there in the past with Brian's family, but on the 1st to the 3rd and the 6th through the 8th, Gabby was already deceased. There's a photo of them behind bars at that campground. Mr. Jen, where do I find that photo? Do you have that photo? And if so, would you share it with me? Okay, guys, because I'm confused about something, okay? Please forgive me because I'm trying to figure out the addresses part here. Because when I look up the website, it's got a park and recreations resources, but they're saying the Fort DeSoto County campground information. So that would be where he would have been staying at, supposedly, correct? Ginger, that's what they're saying, yes. But here's the only problem that I have with it. One of the neighbors said that they saw him leave with his parents on the 10th. Maybe the neighbors got the date wrong. Anything's possible at this point. Anything is possible. Anything at all is possible. Bingo, Ginger. Bingo. I think his parents planted his Mustang at the reserve. Guys, think about this, okay? That reserve is 25,000 acres. How did his mom know exactly where to go to pick that Mustang up? 25,000 acres, and she knew exactly where to go pick that Mustang up at. I'm going to be honest with you. I call myself pretty good with directions most of the time. 25,000 acres? Mm-mm. I'm not going to be able to go in and just pick up my son's vehicle. Let's see, the neighbors didn't give a date. They stated a week or so after he returned. Okay, I thought I read that one of the neighbors gave a date that he thought of the 10th. I could be wrong on that. I'm not saying that they did or they didn't. I'm just tossing ideas around in my head. So is this camp okay, those of you that say you have stayed at this camp area, okay? I see one address that is for the Parks and Conservation Resources. It says Largo, Florida. But the other address for the Fort DeSoto campground, is that in South Florida as well? Is that close to Sarasota? How is that in relationship to Sarasota, where that's located? If y'all can tell me. Yeah, there was one, Ginger. That's what I was thinking. There was one man that kept saying the 10th. But I mean, guys, people can be off when they're trying to give a recollection on something like that, especially in a stressful situation. You can be off a day or two. It would be easy to be off a date. My dad, if you were to go and ask him a question right now, he's 79. He couldn't remember if he had to. I'll be honest with you. My birthday was last week. My dad forgot to call me on my birthday. Called me the next day or the day after. But I mean, I'm just saying, people forget dates. And it's okay. I didn't need my dad to call me on my birthday. The DeSoto County, the Fort DeSoto is 75 miles northeast. Okay, Northport. Thank you so much, Ginger. I appreciate that. I really do, guys. This is a one-man show here. You know what I mean? And when things like this pop up, I do research, but I also need to come and ask questions, especially the people that are more familiar with the area and know the area. Okay. Guys, that makes a lot of sense that this could be legit. It does. Um, just a second, guys. I'm just writing down this address so that I won't forget it. I have to say that if this turns out to be true, I applaud Dog. Um, I really do. I mean that with every sincere bone in my body. Oh, thank you, Ginger. I appreciate that. Let's see. Wait a minute. Wait. I missed. It's on Gabby's Instagram. Okay, wait a minute. Where did Mr. Jen? Okay, it's on Gabby's Instagram where they stayed there. Okay, I'll go. I will look at that. Behind the bars. Guys, let's while I'm thinking about it, I just want to say something, okay? It's like February of 2021. Okay. Thank you so much for that information, guys. I really do appreciate it. You guys are wonderful. It's in a news article, but it's got the photo. Hey, Justice for Victims, how are you? Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate every one of you for coming in. I will say, guys, if Dog finds him, I mean, this is going to be mad props for this man. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, mad props because this is something that um, no one else has been able to do. So, if Dog finds him, I hope Dog treats him with dignity and respect, gives him the nice ride that we have saw Dog do time and time again. Back to the yes, it does take a village. It definitely does. But if Dog finds him, I hope that Dog gives him the nice ride to jail, gives him the talk about how he can change his life. I have mad respect for Dog. I do. I respect Dog. I used to watch every episode of Dog and Beth. Mr. Jen, you like the old music, but I really do. But one thing, guys, I wanted to talk to you about also these people camping out in front of the Landry's home with bullhorns and stuff like that. I know I talked about it earlier today. It's really bothering me. There are innocent children that live in that neighborhood that are going to school. Can you imagine coming home with your child from school, picking your child up at school, bringing them home to someone at your neighbor's house, in front of your neighbor's house with a bullhorn every hour on the hour screaming, "Where's Brian? Where's Brian? Where's Brian?" I can't imagine. I would probably be in jail because I would probably want to stick that bullhorn up the rear end. Guys, if y'all don't mind, if you can at all, please share my page out on any social media platforms that you can. Please. I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all want to hear something funny? I'm going to tell y'all something funny, okay? This is hilarious. About 3:30 this morning, I couldn't sleep. Could not sleep at all. So I was messing around on my page, doing some things, changing some things around that I wanted to do differently, talking to some people on the phone, texting and things like that. And I decided, see, guys, what y'all don't know is besides my husband and my children, I hadn't told any of my personal friends and relatives about this. My dad knows that I do it, but my dad's not going to come to YouTube and watch me. You know what I mean? He doesn't know my page name or anything. So I decided that I was going to send a few people that I trusted to keep my name private. I was going to send them the link and tell them about this. Okay. My brother is a truck driver and he drives usually at night and sleeps during the daytime. So I thought, I'll send my brother the link. And I put on it, hey, top secret, but I have started this YouTube channel. Um, you don't have to watch every video, but I would appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, blah 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 blah. Here's the link. My brother texts me back about 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock and says, hey, just wanted you to know, I think someone's hacked into your information and is made up a YouTube channel using your name and is sending out text messages to people. You might want to look into that. And I'm like, dude, it's me. It's for real. Yes, bullhorns are a little much. Anyone who is a school teacher, anyone who has children, anyone that works with the school systems at all will tell you a child needs to be calm and relaxed when they're taken to school. You know what I mean? No loud voices. As calm as you can be. And this is impossible when these people are outside with bullhorns in their neighborhood. I don't care if the neighbor across the street gave them permission to sit on the edge of their lawn in their chairs and everything. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to send flowers to Brian's parents' home with Gabby's name on them. That's ridiculous. None of this is going to help find Brian Laundrie. None of this is going to bring justice for Gabby. None of it is. What is going to happen if these people continue this mess? The Landrys are going to go into hiding, and we're going to be looking for them and Brian. And honestly, the way that these people are acting at their home, I wouldn't blame them for going into hiding. I would be terrified to even live in that house right now. Oh, Mr. Jen, it was so funny. It was so funny. Then I sent it also to one of my best friends from high school. She said, she called me. She said, "How long have you been doing this?" Like I had some, mission, secret mission or something she wasn't a part of. And she said, "I'm subscribing." I said, "That's fine." I said, "Go ahead. I want you to subscribe." I said, "But yeah, my dirty little secret was finally out to some special people in my life, and they didn't believe me that I was really doing this. Because guys, I'm going to tell you, it can be scary to hit that live button and to go live. It can be scary, but I'm enjoying it, and I thank you all for being here. I really do. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I thank all the mods who support me and are here for me, and even the days that I need a little extra encouragement, the mods seem to know just what to say, just what to do. Thank you, Capri. I appreciate that. Charlene, they may have a visit from Karma. They may do it. But let's also remember that family, yeah, are y'all here to harass me? Either or, and that is perfectly fine, Capri. Charlene, what we need to remember, with all respect possible, is this family does have an attorney. What does an attorney usually tell you to do? Keep your mouth shut. If they start talking and talking to the wrong people and the attorney finds out about it, guess what happens? They just broke their contract with their attorney. Guess what? They don't have an attorney anymore, and they've been out the money to pay the attorney to start with. I'm not taking up for them. I'm really not. I'm just saying they're in a tough situation. Let's try to remember that, okay? Yes, they did wrong in camping and all of that with Brian. They did wrong. He came home without Gabby. They should have told him, "Son, let's go to the police and talk to them and explain to them your side of what happened, or where Gabby is, or what or your side of the story." Because the longer they wait, the worse it's going to be. The worse it's going to get. And I'll tell y'all this too, okay? I have mad respect, even more so for mods, because I've been modding the last couple of nights. Hey, Cash, how are you? There's a helicopter circling the. Let me see if I can find that on Twitter. Oh my. Let me see if I can find that on Twitter, guys, okay? But I have mad respect for mods. I've been modding the last couple of nights for Crafton and Kim. I can't even imagine. Fort DeSoto. There's a lot more to it than people think that there is, okay? There's a lot more to it than people think for. I can't find any news articles on that yet. But guys, I said earlier, excuse me, I said earlier that um, they would be searching tonight. I did not believe that Dog was going to wait until morning when it was light to circle. Mm-mm. That didn't even sound right. Coast Guard's been called out. Wow. Hmm. Yeah, Capri. It was pretty interesting. They were talking about R. Kelly and the guilty verdict that came in there, and you know how that his victims finally got justice. Hey guys, do y'all want to see? I found a map of the campground. Would y'all like to see the Moab chief of police is taking a leave? Guys, y'all are giving me so much stuff to be researching tomorrow. It's not even funny. Moab chief police taking a leave. There needs to be some police officers in Utah taking a leave of absence. That's just my opinion. Don't come for me. I'm looking that up to see. Oh my God, guys, you are right. That is Moab. I'm sorry. That is Utah. Okay, guys, look at this. Okay, let me get back to StreamYard where I can share it. I'm going to show y'all the article, okay? Because I found it. I found the article. Looky here, guys. Moab, Utah. Chief of police taking a leave of absence. Hmm. Guess he does need some time, don't he? Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on just a second, guys. I gotta turn something off in my ear. An ad started playing. I couldn't handle that at my ear. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Thank you so much for that bit of information. I really do appreciate that more than you know. Guys, that is on foxnews.com. See, Moab, Utah's top cop takes leave of absence amid investigation into handling of the 911 call. Okay. Wow. And here is the link to that article, guys. if you want to save it and read all of it. Yeah, Ginger, thank goodness theirs was a smaller one. It was a members only tonight. And but I mean, I'm enjoying it. I really am. And it's nice to give back to creators who give so much to you. People can say what they want to about Kim and Crafton, but they give a lot to this community. They really do. And they get they get a lot of things said about them that shouldn't be said, in my opinion. People talk about how they about their relationship, how they met online. Well, my brother met his wife online. They got married. They've been married for 15 years. It does work. Charlene, as they should be calling for an investigation. I've been screaming that from day one. They should be calling for an investigation into that. That was the worst thing that I have saw, and I don't know when of something like that being handled. Yes, the cop that was buddy with Brian needs to be fired. Immediately. Sorry, guys. Rose sends me things all throughout the day when she finds them. So that article from Fox, I just send it to her because I want to make sure that she and Jay have saw it. I have to say that I'm just speechless in some ways on how this whole ordeal was handled. The minute that that cop went personal and told Gabby that like with him and his he and his ex-wife, that with he and his ex-wife, um, that what happened with them, that they ended up divorced and that sometimes people just aren't meant together. You don't bring your personal life, your personal relationships into work when you're working with the public. You shouldn't anyway. When you leave the house, you should leave your personal things at home. I mean, my husband's a supervisor. Whatever's going on with our lives, he leaves it at the door at home, and he doesn't pick it back up until he comes back home. Exactly, Ginger. Exactly. Their relationship in business is not anyone else's to judge or make public the pressures on. Sorry if I mispronounced that word. I respect them. I respect Kim and Crafton too. I do, Ginger. I respect them a lot. Kim has reached out to me and been very nice to me. She has. She has been very, very nice to me. And I have a number to contact her should I need her. I have, of course, their email. Um, yeah. I caught that. Yeah, I caught that his ex-wife comment. The cops should never have said that. Never. Um, that's That's one thing that they teach you. Very, very rarely in a situation like that would you bring out anything public. Um, I'm a nurse. I've told y'all that before. The only time that I ever went brought out something private with a patient was a patient was diagnosed with the same type of cancer that I had survived a couple of years earlier. And this patient was having a terrible time, terrible time dealing with it. Just hearing the diagnosis. I mean, if you walked into his room, he would just break down in tears, crying, sobbing. His nurse she couldn't deal with it. I mean, to even give him his medication was an ordeal. And so I asked her, I told her, that I had survived that cancer. It was renal cell carcinoma. I said, I fought that cancer. I have survived it. Do you mind if I go in and just talk to your patient? And she said, not at all. She said, it might help him actually. And I did. And I went in there and shut the door and I introduced myself. And I asked him if it was okay if we talked for a little while. And he said, sure. And I told him I told him a little of my history about my cancer diagnosis and everything. And guys, this man's face, it was like a light bulb went off. It was like he was a totally different man. His cancer was staged about at the same point that mine was staged at. My mass was 2 centimeters when it was found. His was, I think, like 2.5, almost 3. And I told him, I said, yes, this is a tough surgery. He was scheduled for surgery, I think, the next morning. I said, it's a tough surgery. I said, I'm not going to lie to you, but do everything that the doctors and nurses ask of you. If you believe in God, pray. I said, I believe in God and I will pray for you. I said, but you're going to be okay. The type of cancer you have, surgery cures it unless it has spread to another organ. With kidney cancer, you don't take radiation or chemotherapy unless it spread to another body part. Maranio, sorry I mispronounced your name. Please don't disrespect, don't make a blanket statement about all FBI agents. Please don't. It's okay in here with me for you to say, like, those cops handled that situation like that were wrong. That's fine. No, 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 no. No, won't be having that. No, 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 and no, no. Mm-mm. Guys, no. Capri had both of them. Thank you. I was trying to get to it and I couldn't. That's your first warning, guys. If you act like that again over the FBI, it will be an automatic block. I'm not dealing with it. Thank you. I'm not dealing with that. Now, Ginger, they treated Gabby like a hysterical woman. Like, what the heck? This isn't the old days when the men dropped women off at an institution for being emotional. Bingo, Ginger. Bingo. Bingo. Gabby had every Capri. Twisted Maiden needs to take a trip as well, please. Thank you. Um, Gabby had every classic symptom of an abused woman. And the minute that cop said something about sometimes, thank you, Capri, sometimes people just aren't meant to be together, and he went personal with her, you could see it in her face. She shut down. She was gone. Capri. Look, I don't even know if I would know how to block anyone from my phone. Cash, you're exactly right. Britney Spears was controlled by her dad for years for being quote unquote crazy. That's terrible to me. Guys, like I've been saying all along, the only problem with having a mental health issue is not being treated for it. That's and that in itself to me is a mental health issue by itself. I suffer from depression and anxiety. I take medication for it. It's a double-edged sword. But it's better for me and my family for me to get the treatment. Capri, I know what you mean, girl. When I first went on with Craftons tonight, I was trying it from my phone, and I even made the comment to my husband. I'm like, I better get my laptop out because if I do need to block someone, it's not going to be pretty if I try to do it from my phone. Hey, crime investigation, how are you? Like I was saying, guys, I do not mind if you say something. Yes, Ginger, I survived. I survived cancer in 2007. It was December 2007. I actually had surgery for it 6 days before Christmas. I came home 2 days before Christmas. And I had two little ones, two little boys. Let's see, they were 10 and 7 at the time. Mommy always got in the floor with them, to open Santa Claus. So I was getting in the floor with them to open Santa Claus that morning. And I did. I regretted it afterwards, but I did. And there was some speculation because, you know, if any of you know anything about the medical field, your kidneys control like your fluids. They control a lot of your body functions and your blood pressure, things like that. And there are some speculations that my having that kidney surgery could have caused me to have the stroke. I had the stroke in 2011. So, yeah, the the helicopter's still circling. Been watching live radar. They must be thinking he's there. Cash, I think you're right. I think if they're circling that much this time at night, speculation is he might have taken a boat. Guys, I've been hearing for several days and I couldn't find anything to go on to report that, okay? That he had a boat. Who's Joe Rogan? Y'all got me interested now. Oh, Wow. What happened to him? Do you know? Yeah, Cash, where are you watching this live radar app? Ginger, I'm so glad because I was afraid that I wasn't making very much sense. Mr. Jen, thank you for the email. I really do appreciate it. But guys, back to what we were talking about. There's no reason to ever take your private life to um, into your professional capacity. Yes, guys, I'm praying they catch him soon too. I'm just going to tell you, my prayer today has been that dog catches him. Hey, Nikki, that dog catches him instead of the police. No disrespect to the police. Not saying that at all. Wait a minute. I didn't see it, Cash. Hold on a minute. Sorry, Cash. I really didn't see it. But I'm scrolling up to look, okay? Hmm. Nikki, you're just joining, and what we're talking about is they're saying that their helicopters are out right now searching, and they have been for quite a while, or for quite a little bit. Okay, Cash, I'm gonna apologize to you. I still don't see it, guys. And I'm looking back through all the messages that I can see, and I don't see a link. I see where you first said that they were circling the campground. Oh, you're welcome, Nikki. Hey, Sophia. That link earlier. Yes, I did, Sophia. Thank you so much. Yeah, David, I don't see the link either. Oh, okay. May not be able to see it. Cash, do you mind telling me how to see that so that maybe the next time that they're up, we can look? Because I went back and looked, and I don't know if YouTube ate the link or what, but I don't see the link. Joe Rogan is still alive. Guys, don't be coming up in here posting. Oh, that's right. Only mods can post links. That's right, Cash. That's right. I didn't think about that. It won't let you post the link. It would have to be a mod or myself. But guys, don't be coming up here posting somebody died when they're still alive. That's disrespectful to their family. Please don't. Ginger, but how do we find that live feed? Because I went to Twitter and looked and I can't find it. Flight. Mm. Yeah, he just taught. He just put it. He didn't put the whole link. He spelled it out. It's flightawareness.com. Yeah. Okay. We'll just see if we can pull up anything. Would you guys like to see the map of the area that they're talking about of the campground? Then search N1 SD. Cash, thank you so much. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. Yes, it is awesome. Sophia, I see you. Girl, I don't know what's wrong. Sophia, I see you, sweetie. Sophia. Okay. Sophia, what's going on is Dog the Bounty Hunter has said that he has listen to me, a lead on Brian in a at Fort DeSoto campground. Yeah, Cash, that's okay. I didn't really think about it either, but only mods or myself can post a link. So yeah, that's what it is. Wow. Okay, Cash, thank you so much for sharing this website. I'm going to have to study up on this and figure out. This is interesting to me. Wow. So they were up in the air for 57 minutes this time, looking. 58 minutes looks like. Wow. Yeah, Sophia, the links the links won't actually work. Links don't actually work for a subscriber to send them. You have to send them to either um, one of the mods or to myself. Yes, Cash, I hope that this is a very useful link in the next few days. I do too, Capri. I hope that they do. And with all due respect, I hope that they catch him alive. So maybe he can give some insight as to what happened that fateful day. You know what I mean? Because if anything happens to him, his family nor Gabby's family will ever know what went wrong that day. I don't remember it being a link, Sophia. Hmm. Yeah, Ginger, you know that the thing about it is nurses are trained just like cops in a lot of ways. We look at everything, and I will, Sophia, I promise you, I will. We look at everything and we figure out what belongs there, what doesn't. Sophia, if you left it in a comment after the live, you can do that. But in the live chat, you can't leave a link. And by me hearting it means that it was after the live ended because I can't go back and heart y'all's comments as y'all are leaving them right now. It doesn't give me that. Good night, Charlene. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the difference. Yes, Capri, they deserve answers. They definitely deserve answers. Yes, Sophia, I remember you leaving me a link. I do remember that. But guys, yes, nurses are trained to look at the whole picture and figure out what belongs there, what doesn't. What's going to make the situation better, what's not. I mean, and once you have that training in your mind, it's always there. It's always there. Brian could be running because he's scared because it's not what we think happened that night. Nikki, that's you could be exactly right. That could be 100% the truth. But I pray that that he realizes and he comes to terms with the fact that this isn't, this isn't going away. And he's the only one that can answer the questions for the police. He's the only one that can. Ginger, if that's your dream, don't ever give up on it though. Don't ever give up. When I got sick, I was actually going to school to finish my bachelor's degree, and I had to stop school. And I keep thinking that I'm going to go back and I'm going to go back. And someday I hope that I will be able to. Cash, a unfortunately, I did see a article out of a newspaper in Florida that said that if it's proven that they knew where he was at and didn't tell them, or all that kind of thing, that they could be sent the bill for the search. And at the time that I read the article, I believe it was Saturday, it was $1.2 million already. At that point, the search was costing like $200,000 a day. Yeah. Yes, Cash, that is a lot of money. And Nikki, I mean, I agree with you. After you go through a traumatic experience, whether it's through your hands or someone else's hands or whatever happens, your mind doesn't think right. Ginger, you go back and you get that RN, girl. Don't you hold back because of 6 credits. Go for it. Hey, Irvin. Sophia, are you a dog handler? Sophia, Sophia, Sophia. Sophia, I want some more information on that. Do you have my email? Yes, Ginger. Please go back and finish it. Please go back. 6 credits, girl. That's like what? Maybe 2 semesters, depending on what kind of classes they are and everything. Panic, panic makes people do stupid stuff. It absolutely does. Dogs are smarter than we think. I have an 8-pound Pomeranian. Okay. He is our baby. When my son was working nights, this dog would literally take his nose and scoot his bed out into the walkway so so that he could see the door. So that when my son came home from work, he could see my son first thing. There you go, Sophia. Rose. Listen, me. Capri just put it in the chat. But my little Pomeranian, he's small, but he thinks he's a big guard dog, and he is very, very smart. Very smart. Dogs are smarter than we give them credit for. Are you serious, Sophia? A husky trained real good will hunt a deer? Wow. Well, see, I don't. My son goes deer hunting. Well, both of them do. I don't really like deer, but my family does. But I don't really like the taste of it. Skylar. Guys, if y'all do get an opportunity, for those that came in a little later after I asked or whatever, if you get an opportunity, please share my page with any social media platforms that you have access to. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It takes a lot. It takes a lot, to get it out there. That you've even got a group. That you've even got What if dog captured him before Halloween? Sophia, I don't know. I mean, I hope that it's soon. But Ginger, you will never regret finishing your RN. Go back and do it. Justice for victims. Hey, LC, Justice for Victims. Thank you so much for being here. Nikki MYOB. I can see that. I can see what you're saying. Is it possible that the neighbor was off on his dates? I mean, I'm just tossing that out there. Is it possible? We're trying to look at every scenario. Is it possible that, the neighbor's off on the dates? It does take a lot to promote a channel. It sure does. Guys, I remember when I would sit at my kitchen table and make videos and delete them, make videos and delete them. I had 2 followers, and that was my husband and my son. That Brian's cousins are providing food for him. Sophia, you've got to email me, girl. But yes, guys, it does. It takes a lot to promote a channel. It definitely does. And not patting myself on the back, but I mean, I try to only put the truth, verified truth out there. And it's hard sometimes to compete with larger channels who don't mind saying whatever, that have 20 or 30 20 or 30,000 subs. Nick, I do think they will find him. I do. Nikki, that's possible. Maybe the campground got the days wrong. I don't know. But it is, guys. It is hard to compete with people who don't mind telling mistruths, because they have the following. And I will only speak the truth that I have read with my own eyes. Mm. Nick, if something don't give, I'm just going to say that's a possibility. If something doesn't give. But at the same time, with the way that the people are acting and going to their house and stuff, it may be safer. Oh, I see what you're saying, Sophia. Yeah. parents. I don't know, Cash. I wondered that if he would come forward to save his parents. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. With campgrounds, I do know what Ginger's saying there to be facts because you usually have to make reservations for those, just like you do a hotel. And my family has fifth wheels and motorhomes and all of that stuff. So, and I've made a lot of reservations for my parents to go camping. And you usually have to make reservations just like you do at a hotel for them. I mean, they take your license plate number and everything at most of the places, just like a hotel. Yeah, Nick, I mean, I wonder about that too. Girl, it's fine. It's fine, Capri. You've been going all day long. It is perfectly fine if you crash out. It is perfectly fine. Hey, Susie, thank you for being here, girl. The neighbors across the street on the news stated a week to a week and a half after his return. No date given. See, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking there was only. Wait a minute. You don't have to wonder. Here's what he said. Okay, hold on just a second, guys, because Nick, links don't work in the chat unless it's put in by by an admin or excuse me, by a mod. Yeah, we played that earlier. Yeah, we watched that just a little bit ago. About what Dog said. Okay. I've been told, guys, by a source that Brian, okay, we do need to remember this, okay? Dog is saying that camping was done from the 1st to the 3rd of September, right? But they're saying that Brian got back to Florida, from his trip back by himself, that he got back to Florida on the 1st. And a source told me that he didn't get home in Florida until 10:30 at night. So, but what I'm saying though, Nick, if he didn't get home till 10:30 at night from his trip back from Wyoming, no, Sophia, listen. That was when he got back from Wyoming, was 10:30 at night on the 1st of September. And Dog is saying that they went camping twice there, on the 1st through the 3rd, and uh, the 6th through the 8th. Oh, the 1st through the 3rd was just the parents? A neighbor down the street said the camper never left. Mm. Guys, I don't know. I don't hardly know how to handle what he might, to discuss even yet how to handle in discussing what might have happened to Gabby, because nothing's been released as far as cause of death. Let's remember something, guys, okay? When you die, when you die, they're going to put one of 5 things on your death certificate, okay? Natural death, uh, suicide, homicide, wait a minute, answer the text. Okay. Okay, but if they put, okay, what I was trying to get at, if they put homicide on there when they do an autopsy, okay, if they don't determine that you committed suicide, natural causes, or, things like that, it's automatically classified a homicide. Now, could be a car wreck, could be, anything like that. Mm. Thank you so much, Cash. Thank you so much for your information. I do appreciate it more than you know. No, okay, Sophia. Okay, he came back from Wyoming on. Yeah, they can usually tell if it's suicide. Yeah, there's obvious signs usually if it's suicide. Okay, he came back to Florida on the 1st. Okay, guys, on the 1st. I'm being told that he got back to his parents' home on at 10:30. That neighbor was on unmasked, so I believe memory of all witnesses are subjective. Yes, memories are subjective. Okay, he got back on the 1st, okay, guys? And then there had been reports that he had been seen up until the 10th. And then on the 11th that they left on their camping trip. And now with Dog saying all of this, that's what's throwing everybody's, guessing and feeling like they knew it. I've read about that, Sophia. I've read about that. And I'm not sure how I feel about that yet. He said 3 people was with them when they went camping. Yes, when they left to go camping, Brian's mother, and dad were in the vehicle. Yes. When they left to go on the when they left on the 11th to go camping. And guys, remember though that the 11th is when Gabby's mom reported her missing, and an official missing persons report was filed. Nick T, you're exactly right. I'm anxious to see if there's any footage out there. I am. I want to know if there's footage. Sophia, I don't want to be ugly. I really, really don't. I promise you I don't. But um let's please not do conspiracy theories and try and put the light on someone that the light's not on by the authorities. Good point, Nick. Good point. I mean, Sophia, when I say that, I'm saying the reason I'm talking about Nick is because the authorities have listed Nick as a person of interest. Okay? The police haven't. Sophia, if you come home from a road trip, you don't know what time you're going to get home. You got to remember he just drove hundreds and hundreds of miles. That's possible, Ginger. That's possible. I'm sure that they've checked the footage. I'm sure that they have. Sophia, please, sweetheart. I'm asking you nicely. Don't do the conspiracy theories in here. There are other groups for conspiracy theories, okay? I want this group to remain factual. Factual stuff that we can put our hands on and say, yes, I've seen this information. The toll booth, Ginger, are you talking about the toll booth of him coming home was 10:30 a.m.? Exactly, Susie. Exactly. you don't always plan it. Your timing doesn't always equal out what you think it's going to. When we went to Texas in February, we left coming home one morning thinking we would be home by bedtime. Mm-mm. Like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, we got home. Yeah, everyone's road trip is different too. I'm trying to verify that, Ginger, and if I can get verification, I will share that, okay? The police are going to DeSoto in the morning. Yeah. I figured that they would if they're not already there tonight. There's a helicopter circling the campsite for about an hour. Yeah. Um we were talking about that, Nick, and yeah, Ginger, I'm going to try to going to try to get verification of that. Yeah, guys, we got to remember that trip from Wyoming. Let me just plug it in here, okay? I'll look it up real quick and tell you how far. But that trip from Wyoming was not an easy task to drive. I can assure you, okay? Let's see here. From Wyoming. And I'm not even putting in a city because I'm just using this just the state line of Wyoming, okay? It is 2,235 miles, guys. 2,235 miles. Takes approximately 35 hours to drive. So that would explain him getting home. If he did get home that late at night, that would explain it. If it's 35 hours. In fact, let me show y'all something, okay? Let me show y'all something real quick. This is MapQuest that I pulled up, okay? So he could have started Wyoming. He could have came down through Kansas, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, that way, came into Georgia and went south. Or he could have went across Nebraska, Missouri, down through Kentucky, Tennessee, into Atlanta, down to Florida. And do y'all remember that there's a video of him, or a picture from the video of him in Pooler, Florida on August the 28th, allegedly using one of Gabby's cards at a gas station in Pooler, Georgia. Excuse me, Pooler, Georgia. Pooler, Georgia. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly, guys. I'm sorry if I'm not. So I'm thinking he took the second route, or excuse me, the first route, not the second route. I'm thinking that he took the first route. I don't know why that just shrunk like that. Let me see if I can blow that back up. Let's see that, guys. He started out right there, and I don't know what city he started in, okay? I just typed in Wyoming. But it said that he used her card allegedly in Georgia, Pooler, Georgia, on August the 28th. So it would make sense that he went the first route, which that would make it 32.5-hour drive, of course, depending on traffic, road construction, things like that, and then went south. So it's really hard to know which direction he took. All right, I wanted to show y'all this too. I had pulled up a while ago, and we never did look at it. So let me show y'all this real quick. Now, guys, remember when I'm sharing my screen, I can't see chat, okay? So if y'all are saying anything, I'm not ignoring you, okay? I just literally can't see you. All right. Dog said on September the 1st through the 3rd that lot number 1 was rented. Right here. Let me blow that up some for you so you can see. Right there. Dog said on September the 1st through the 3rd, lot number 1 was rented, which is right there. The 6th through the 8th, lot number 15 was rented. So, again, one more time before I take this screen share off. The 1st through the 3rd, this is the lot that was rented. Now, my source is telling me that his parents were actually camping that day at that campground. Okay? The 1st through the 3rd. And then the 6th through the 8th, lot number 15 was rented right there in Area 1. So, guys, what do y'all think about that? Chopper tracker. But Rose, is it tracking right now? Because when I went to it, I couldn't see anything. Guys, remember this, okay? He had a 2,300-mile trip home. He had to refuel. Oh, okay, they went to refuel. Okay. He had to buy fuel, eats, things like that. There's no telling what he purchased. You know what I mean? They're not saying if he got cash advances or what. They're just saying it was unauthorized use of her cards. Of cards. We're assuming that the cards were in Gabby's name. Yes, Sophia, he did that after Gabby's death. That's what the arrest warrant is out for. The arrest warrant that is currently out for him is not for Gabby's death. It is for the unauthorized use of devices after her death. It is a federal warrant. Now, there may be some sealed warrants as well. I don't know. Of course, those won't be released. There may be sealed warrants. Yes. For it to be a felony, it would have to be $1,000 or more. And it says, I believe, in the arrest warrant, greater than $1,000. They went to refuel, guys. But let's take a look at this, okay? But wait a minute, I'm gonna make sure I can see my chat. I can see chat while we're talking about this one, okay? In case y'all got some things y'all want to say, talk about, or whatever, okay? Rose sent me some information on this and also cashed it as well. This is concerning the flight tonight where they are searching for the area, okay? But this is the area. See where they've got this green right here? That's the path that they keep searching for. And the way I'm understanding that they went to refuel. It's not like they're done for the night searching. They went to refuel. Because you can see up here, um, takeoff was at 11:43, landing was at 12:42. Nick, they're not coming back tonight because someone else told me that they just went to refuel. Sorry, guys. Had to mute for a second. Ginger, that's a possibility. Wait a minute, guys. Let me see if I can make that bigger for y'all. Okay. Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. I thought I had my little aviator thing off the screen. I'll pull this down some more for you. I want to make sure you can see it real well. Well, crap. We're going to have to do this another way. Let me go here. Pull that down like that. Now, StreamYard. Okay. Now, guys. Can y'all see that okay now? Well, boy. Hey guys, let's not attack somebody else for the way that they type or speak, okay? I don't want that in chat. Mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. You don't know if someone, I'm not saying anyone does have a disability, but you don't know if they do. Yes, Nick, I went back and looked at your question. They have gone through photos. And if they choose to share photos with me, and give me permission, I will share them with you. Because I don't want people made fun of or talked about for the way that they speak or anything, okay? Okay, Nick. No, Susie, I'm a little tired. Um, my voice is, I don't know, my voice is going again. I'm okay. But see where they took off from, guys? And then they went down. I guess this is the DeSoto campground right here. Port DeSoto campground. And you can see right over here that they actually flew for 78 total miles. Yes. Sophia, yes. The source that I'm talking to knows both families. Sophia, I can't say that. That's not for me to say. Ginger. Sophia, I said I'm not going to say, sweetheart. I'm not going to say. I'm not going to. You can ask me nine different ways till Sunday, and I will not say. Okay. Let me explain something to you, okay? When you have a channel and something like this is going on, and someone trusts you with information, and you can verify that information, you don't out your source, Sophia, because guess what? If you out your source, no one gets information. They won't trust anyone. You never reveal your source. Never. Never. Sophia, that's being disrespectful. Sophia, do you want to stick around here or do you want to leave? You'll be respectful in my chat or you can leave. No, you're not. That's not a fact. That is your opinion. Accusing me of getting my information off of Snapchat or Instagram. Last night I told you guys that Brian went camping, didn't I? Didn't I tell you guys that? What was revealed today? He went camping. Nobody reveals their source. Go ask anybody that you want to if they reveal their source. They don't reveal their source. Sophia, you call me a liar one more time, and you're not going to be welcome here anymore. Okay. Don't believe me, do you? Have fun and time out, Sophia. I will never reveal a source that trusts me with information. Never. Never. Sophia, when your time out is up, if you think you can come back in here and act like an adult, I won't block you. But if you come back in here acting like that, you will be permanently blocked. Yes, rest in peace, Gabby. That's what this is all about, is bringing justice for Gabby and finding Brian. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I swear, some of these people think they're just entitled to everything. Sophia, I'm not a little girl. Do you realize I have grown children? Nick, I don't know the families, no. Sandy, I'm getting aggravated. When I get aggravated, I do sound tired, and it does wear me out. I'm getting aggravated. I don't like to be called a liar. I want her to go to one of these other channels and tell them that they're getting their information from Snapchat or from Instagram. That's what I want her to get brave enough to do. I've been very nice to Sophia. Very nice. Susie, I wasn't thinking you were being rude. Sophia's being rude. Exactly, Ginger. Exactly. Oh, Nick, it's okay. I mean, I had already was ready to move on till she said, "Little girl, I'm still here." Please. Truth be known, I'm old enough to be her mother. She needs to learn some respect. You're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome. But guys, I am going to go pretty soon because I've got to be up early in the morning for a doctor's appointment. Actually, I've got to be in a town about an hour away at 8 a.m. for a doctor's appointment. So I'm going to go get some rest and pray for Gabby's family, pray for Brian's family. Sophia, I'm not breaking down. Sophia just earned herself an award. It's called the Block Award. Yes. Pray for Gabby's family. Pray for Brian's family. Pray for all the investigators and people that are looking for Brian. Pray for their safety. Pray for Brian's safety. We need Brian safely found so that he can tell what happened to Gabby. Oh, I know she's trying to get a rise out of me. After the week that I've had, that she's not going to get to me. Please. She may make me cheer her up and spit her out, but no. Ain't gonna make me. People are trying to do whatever they can to get me to leave YouTube. I'm not leaving YouTube. Evidently, they feel threatened by me. That's their issue, not mine. I do too, Susie. I do too. No, I'm okay, guys. Honestly, I am. I'm okay. My voice is. I've been battling a viral infection for about 2 weeks. And my my voice comes and goes sometimes. I'm okay. I promise you that. I'm fine. But I am going to go and get a little rest before time for my appointment. Y'all give me just a second, okay? Give me just 1 minute, okay? Because, chick, what you just did is hate speech and it will not be tolerated. Enjoy yourself, okay? Enjoy it. Guys, I have turned on my camera before. Some days I just choose not to. That's my decision. And a little I've always got a participation trophy, girl. It's not going to cause me to turn on my camera at 12:45 at night. That's not going to happen. What she's not going to do is come up in here and tell me how to run my channel. Sophia, leave me alone. You have been reported to YouTube. The best thing you can do is leave. Sophia, you don't even own the couch you're sitting on, much less own me. Oh, everything will be fine for my appointment. It's just a quick checkup. Actually, it's going to take me longer to drive there than I'll even actually be in the doctor's office. And I just got to write down a couple things real quick so that I can finish up information to YouTube tomorrow, because I'm not tolerating that mess. Not doing it. All right, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you all for being here. I have an appointment, like I said, first thing in the morning, and then I will be live sometime before lunch or so to talk about this case. And I'll have my phone and be trying to trying to watch for updates while I'm waiting at the doctor's office. But we'll go live. We'll discuss everything again if there's any updates or anything like that. So I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.